Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel, and I'm sure you can tell by the thumbnail, giving our first impression of the new Cecred Protection Collection. As I'm filming this, it is August 2nd, so this is like a few weeks ago. I cannot believe like they sent me this product like ahead of time. I felt like I had that lady's unreleased music in my house. I was like, but I signed an NDA, baby, so wasn't nothing coming out of me. This isn't usually how I start off reviews, but I was sitting here going through my footage and I realized I didn't give you guys like the first look at two of the products in this collection that I used at the very beginning. So we're gonna start here and then we're gonna cut to other footage. You know, that's not how I usually do things. I usually have a list, but the one time I didn't have a list, I didn't remember. As you can tell by the title, we have new Cecred. I am filming this on August the 3rd, so it's a bit before the announcement, before they have launched this. The two products that I totally skipped at the beginning that I used for my braids takedown, which I will insert some clips here. They'll probably pop up on either side of me. So you have the Cecred Scalp Refreshing Spray, and then you have the Detangling Spray. So this spray is meant to be used on a daily or before you are taking down your protective style, okay? So you are spraying this at your roots to help clear up any buildup, and like the title says, it's like refreshing your hairstyle. But if you're taking down your protective style, it's gonna help to cut through that buildup before you go into shampoo. So you can use it that way, I just mentioned, before your protective style. But I'm just about to go to bed, and so my scalp was feeling a little dirty today. You know how like you scratch your hair and you feel a little something underneath your nails? And this little nozzle, look, this is perfect for somebody's wig. I said that in like a reel that I filmed, but this is perfect to get under the wig cap. They were really thinking about like, what all can this be used for? So now this detangling spray, I have said here, I've said it on Instagram, I've said it on TikTok, that you shouldn't be applying product to your hair when you are taking down your braids. And I won't even say shouldn't, I don't. This product really changed my mind, okay? When I got it, I was like, no. This changed my mind, okay? So what you're gonna do is take this product and spray it down the length of your braid or your twist or whatever until your real hair. So you don't have to spray it all the way down here. I sprayed mine down to like about right here, and then you just like rub it in. So you can really do like one spray in your hand and just rub it down all the way. It made my hair feel so soft and smooth and conditioned when taking the style out, because usually when I take my styles out, my hair is a little bit like a Brillo pad. It's hard, it's rough, it's dry, it's crunchy. It's like all of the bad things. Everything that like attributes to breakage with protective styles, that's what my hair is when I take it down. And I'm like walking on eggshells. Yeah, so those are the two products that I forgot to mention, because low-key, when I first started filming that refresh, I wasn't even about to talk about these because I was too scared to talk about it on camera. I was like, somehow, some way, someone's gonna tap into my camera and get it. Child, let's just get to it, okay? We're gonna talk about the rest of the products, the shampoo, the balm, all that stuff, and we'll talk about it in a minute. So for this oil treatment, I really like this because I like to oil my hair anyway before I do a silk press. I've never done it before I have done any sort of braid, so this was new for me, but it's sort of the same technique. So I just took the oil, I put it all over my hair, I focused it on my scalp, but then drenched it on my hair itself. Also, don't mind my ends, they look a little scraggly because that is all the relaxed hair that is left. I am currently in the process of taking my hair down as I record this, and they are getting cut off, don't you worry, because we're not holding on to dead ends. But the good thing about this oil is that you can use it at room temp or you can warm it up. Now, if you want to use it as a hot oil treatment, you are not putting this bottle in the microwave, you're not putting that oil in the microwave, because it can get a lot hotter than you think and you can burn yourself. What you're gonna do is put the oil on your hair like you see me doing, and you do want to do this on damp hair. And then you're gonna let it sit for like 15 minutes or so underneath a dryer or under one of those little blow dryer caps like I use. I'll have the one I like linked down below. So if you wanna use it as a hot oil treatment, you can use it as that. but don't warm the oil up like I said, or you can use it at room temp. I did it at room temp this day. I just didn't have the time to actually like sit under the dryer and everything, but it made my hair feel really nice, really manageable. It's gonna add that extra level of nourishment back into your hair. This oil kind of smells the same as the refreshing spray. It's like a minty scent. It smells really good. And even though this is called the Protection Collection, I think that I'm probably going to be using this in the silk press season. As you guys know, I like to do like an oil treatment before I actually wash my hair. So I think this is going to stay in my routine for the foreseeable future. I let this sit on my hair for 5 to 10 minutes. So now I'm going to use the detoxifying shampoo. And while I was talking to Cecred, I actually asked them, because I felt like this is a question anybody else would ask, and I felt like I didn't know the answer either. What is the difference between a detoxifying shampoo and the clarifying shampoo? So basically, you need to think of your clarifying shampoo as if like you have a lot of dry skin on your scalp, a lot of dandruff, things like that. This is gonna physically exfoliate the scalp because you know it has those little granules in it. But your detoxifying shampoo can be used anytime. It's something that's gonna get the buildup off of not only your scalp, but also your hair as well. And think of this as something to remove toxins and things like that from your hair. So not only does it feel clean, like you're getting the dead skin off, but it's also going to actually be clean and remove all those toxins from your hair. I used to think like a detox and a clarifying shampoo were the same thing, but they're actually not. And this shampoo also has a blue pigment to it. I don't know if you guys can see the inside of the cap, but it has a blue tint to it, and they did that so that it would be safe for your hair color. If you're paying all this money to color your hair a certain way, you want to make sure it is protected. So this is going to help with the vibrancy of your hair color. Your hair color is not going to fade as much. This is verbatim what they say, that it enhances color vibrancy, it tones your color, and it prevents brassiness. So if you have like blonde hair, or if it's just colored lighter in general, you know how it can kind of change as you shampoo it more. This is going to help combat that, and it's going to keep your hair the same color that you paid all that money to color it to. But they do recommend when you are using a detoxifying shampoo or a clarifying shampoo that you always follow it up with a hydrating shampoo. So I'm going to wash with this one first, one time, and then I'll follow it up with the hydrating shampoo. I also want to say, as I'm filming this, this is not sponsored. I just have this full collection here before it's come out, and I want to do my first impression for you guys. And I'll have another video to follow up after this, because I'm going to be using it for the next couple of weeks until this collection comes out. By the time you're seeing it, like I said, this has already come out. I have washed and blow dried my hair and everything. Love the way this oil felt on my hair. It felt very nourishing, very soft, and it felt like good. It felt like similar to how I oil my hair like when I'm like before I do my silk presses. So I really enjoyed that it was like similar vibes and everything. It's really good. And then I did wash my hair with the detoxifying shampoo, and then I followed it up with a hydrating shampoo. So I think the great thing about this line that I can already see and envision is how I can incorporate this with their existing products. Like, of course, this is a standalone collection by itself, but I could very much so see people like mixing in different products here to meet all of their hair needs using Cecred. This lathered up beautifully, smells impeccable. Like all the things that we love about Cecred shampoos and products, like this smelled and felt so good on my hair, and I can attest to it. Like my hair did feel clean. Like I usually wash my hair twice anyway. Of course I did it twice because I used the hydrating shampoo afterwards. But when I just used this by itself, like the one wash, I could tell my hair was clean. Like, you know how you can tell that feeling, like, is it clean? Is it still a little grimy? Do I still need to get some stuff? It was clean. It was great. I loved it. So we have that. And then I am going to go in with the hair balm, but before I do that, I am going to go in with the moisture sealing lotion. I already put some of this in my hair. I just used a little dollop on it, and I feel like this, like, you know, is going back to my point of the current foundation line and this line is just fusing everything together, and you can like interchange things based off of what you need. I told you, all we're missing the styling, a hairspray, a foam. Like, let me not get started because I'm really so excited, because I just feel it in my bones that that's on the cusp. I feel like they were like, you know, we have to take care of all of the needs first, like all of the mandatory needs, and then we can get into like the outside and making everything picture perfect and pretty. And I like that approach. I like that approach because they're making sure that your base and foundation of your hair care routine is taken care of before anything else. And we appreciate that. So I used a little bit of that on this hair. Let me plug my phone back up so that we can get our content. When I tell you guys, it's literally so hard doing this because as I'm filming like different wash days for you guys and things like that for like TikTok and Instagram, I have to be certain that I'm like showing a full wash day routine and omitting this at the same time. So it was like, it worked out that like I used this shampoo after so it could just look like I only shampooed my hair with this. Like I had to cut out the part where I used this shampoo. I didn't even want the color to be in there, baby. Ain't nobody about to say I leaked nothing. It's been really hard. Well, I will say this first time as I'm doing it, it's been hard. In the next couple weeks, I already know that I'm gonna be like trying to make sure like I don't think I can go live at all this month until these products come out, because I want to use them for a couple weeks before they come out so that I can be like one of the first to be like, hey, I've been using this new Cecred protection line for 3-4 weeks now. Let me tell you what I think about it. And so what I'm gonna do is just like take a little bit, because it's like literally like a solid balm. I'm gonna take a little bit of this on my fingertips and massage it onto my scalp. And I have a little snippet, I'll insert it here, of me putting this on Wendy's hair, because y'all know Wendy don't have a lot of hair. It's mostly scalp. So you need things like this for your scalp as well. They have this hair and scalp balm, and I want to try this on Wendy's hair because you know Wendy don't have no hair. It's by choice, y'all. Somebody asked me one time, like, I hope your mom is doing okay. She's fine. She woke up one day and cut her hair off on a whim. She used to have more hair than me. But I wanted to try this on her scalp. So it's their... Will it focus on it? Y'all get the point. It's the hair and scalp balm, and this is what it looks like inside. It's just like a solid like type of balm. Ooh, that feels nice. Go ahead.
But I should be the one saying, "Oh, that feels nice," not you.
Does it feel?
But it does. It feels good.
Okay. Let me get some more. Just back to the basics of cleansing the scalp, like that's what we need. So I'm gonna go ahead and like part my hair off and everything and braid it up. For this oil balm, I did use this at the base of my braid. So you know I usually will use like a little bit of an edge control or something to braid my hair up with. I feel like this is a great alternative if you don't want to use a gel. Use this product. It helped to smooth the hair, it added a lot of great shine, and it feels a lot more nourishing. And because it's like an oil balm, you don't have to worry about your hair or scalp feeling itchy. You don't have to worry about it leaving like a weird white cast on your braids or anything. Like, it felt really good. It also smells amazing, and it felt really good on my scalp too. Like, going into a braided style like this, my scalp didn't feel tight or anything or dry. It felt very nourished and moisturized. So we're back. As you can see, I have gone and showered and everything, because I don't know what it is about like when you sit down to do braids, not lint all in my bubble here. When you sit down to do braids, you just like feel like grimy. Like my skin gets so oily, my body needs a good head to toe scrub, if I can talk. And I just have to get in the shower. Like, as soon as these braids are set and this hair is dipped, it went up into a bun. I got in a shower and I first impression of this new Cecred line, bum bada bum 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 bum, like whatever you want to say about it, it is so good, because you can tell that these were thought about so much and crafted by somebody who has hair like ours and has had to deal with like the ups and downs of their hair and like taking out protective styles and like build up. Like, everything was thought about with these products. And I have said in this video, I think, but I will continue to say, although this is called the Protection Collection, this is going to be knee deep in my silk press routine, okay? Because this oil ritual, you guys know, if you haven't seen any of my silk press videos, I like to oil my hair when I'm in silk press season anyway. Love this oil, and the fact that it can be used as a hot oil treatment. Don't put this bottle or this oil in the microwave. what you're gonna do is put it on your hair and then sit under a heated dryer or put like those little blow dryer caps on. I have the one that I like to use, linked down below for you guys, and let it warm up that way. But you're not putting this in the microwave. I didn't tell you to put this in the microwave. That lady did not tell you to put this in the microwave. Cecred did not tell you to put this in the microwave. Nobody said that. No one said that. Thank you. Love the detangling spray. This is like the first time I really use like a product like this to take down my braids. I used to just do it dry, and I probably will not ever do that again because my hair just felt so much softer and more manageable and easier to comb through. Because I'm not gonna lie to you, even though I do get on Wendy for like pulling my hair when she helps me take my braids out, I am tender-headed just in general. So having something that just like softens the blow, if you will, game changer. Loved it. Detox shampoo actually does get your hair clean in one wash, and it's gonna help protect your hair color, which I've been thinking, like, if I do go natural, do I want to play with color? Don't know. This product right here, I will say out of all of them, this is probably my most favorite because I do a lot of like braids refreshes, or I'll just have a lot of moments where I'm like, my hair don't feel clean. Like, I need it to feel clean right now. My scalp feels grimy, and it gets all the buildup off of your scalp like magically. Like, it cuts through all of it. Your scalp just feels so much cleaner, so much more refreshed, like the name says. And you can use this during your wash day routine to help you get your scalp extra clean, or you can use it like on a day-to-day, like if you're wearing braids, if you're wearing wigs, if you have whatever hairstyle you have, as long as it's not a silk press. I'm gonna just say that I'm not gonna be using this during my silk press season because it's a water-based product. So that water sprayed on them roots is going to puff it right up. Anything that's watery and you spray it on your hair and your hair is in a silk press, it's gonna revert it back to that curl immediately. And this is like the product I was most surprised by. Like, I did not think I would see it for this product. As a girl that's like very into her silk presses being like flowy and bouncy and whatnot, I'm curious to see how this will perform with a silk press. I'll try it out for you guys. But this hair and scalp balm, we really just went back to greasing our scalp, which is what everybody was doing before their mama put that permanent head and all their hair fell out. You know, that's everybody's story. We was getting our scalps greased. And also, I just have to say, the scent in this line, it smells so good. It's different than the foundation scent. So like all the white bottles is different than that scent, but it's still in that same family. It's still very soft. It's still very warm and inviting. If I had a candle in this, Cecred, I'm talking to you, directly to you. If I had a candle in this scent, we'd like it, we'd buy it, okay? I love the whole line. I think my favorite products, well, my favorite product right now that I'm in braids is probably this scalp refreshing spray. The products I feel like I'm going to take with me into silk press season the most is probably this detox shampoo and the oil ritual. So I'm excited to incorporate those. And I also want to incorporate these with the other existing Cecred products to see how they work, because now that we got like an oil treatment, we have a detox, we got a grease, I don't care what we call it. That's a grease, baby. The scalp refreshing spray, like you can have like a full comprehensive like Cecred routine. I hope you guys enjoyed this. I hope this helps you maybe make some decisions on what you want to get from this line, but I will come back later and tell you how these products performed over time. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time.